Hello, and welcome to Room for Steam. I'm Dot Cannon, host of the Over Coffee podcast. And this is an offshoot of the podcast in which we try to share resources at the intersection of art and science for a lot of people who are right now at home and thinking, I don't want to keep watching television. I've read all the books I want to. What else can I do? What we're looking to share here are free creative resources for education, personal growth, sometimes just for fun. And it's good to have you with me on this Thursday afternoon. Hope you're staying well, safe, and creative. What I'd like to share with you today are 3 different resources, 2 for the upcoming weekend and 1 for the future indefinitely. Let's start right off with something that's going to be happening this upcoming Saturday. Project Invent is the kind of educational program that I really wish they would have had in science classes when I was a student. You probably will too when you hear what it is, unless you're already familiar with it. It's amazing. What Project Invent does is gear towards creating the next generation of problem solvers. Consequently, in science classes, they don't teach the test, they teach students to engineer new technologies that solve current social problems. Project Invent this upcoming Saturday is going to be having their virtual demo day. And what that is a showcase of 10 student teams who have created technologies that solve a problem. What I can do right now, and forgive me, I am getting used to new technology here myself. Let me go ahead and share with you the slide where you can link into this. And I'm going to share the Zoom link on our live chat, technology permitting, and there it is. And of course, as computers normally do, mine has just done a whole bunch of other stuff. There we go. Project Invent, if you look online at projectinvent.org, you'll see that they connect communities, host events, and publish resources. This upcoming Saturday, April 25th, on Zoom, they're hosting what was to have been a showcase live in New York City. COVID-19 has changed that. This is the first of 2 showcases by high school students displaying the technologies they have created to solve problems in the course of their science classes and perhaps connecting with potential funders. They have some cool stuff. One of the ones that I find most interesting is a pen. When you look online at what the students are going to be showcasing, that is meant for dyslexic users, and it translates the written word into spoken. This is absolutely ingenious. In addition, they have a glove that stretches out arthritic hands. And perhaps, I believe, while I don't see a whole lot more information, I believe that is to relax the joints, make them more comfortable. Once again, the first of 2 demo days for Project Invent happens at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, and that would be 10 o'clock here in California on this Zoom link, which you will also see in the live chat. I did want to tell you there's going to be a keynote speech by Sproutel co-founder and head of design Hannah Chung. That is something not to be missed. Now, what if, let's just say you've already got plans for Saturday. You can't make this one. There is also going to be a second student demo day from Project Invent happening on May 17th. You are highly encouraged to check out projectinvent.org. Be there if you can. I certainly intend to be. This is going to be fun. Now, you've noticed, with a lot of us stuck at home, we tend to be pretty sedentary. All right, after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Debbie Allen has absolutely nothing to fear from me. Why Debbie Allen? Well, this very talented Renaissance woman, choreographer, actor, singer, Academy founder, is teaching a free class this upcoming Sunday, which you might like to attend, and it's for everybody in the family. This is courtesy of the Wallace Annenberg Center for the Performing Arts, and they are free live streaming her salsa class. Now suppose I love to move, I love to dance, I am not good at it. Suppose that you do not happen to be a particularly talented dancer. That's fine. This is for everybody in the family, and you get to follow along. Dance Sundays is the regular program that has been happening at the center, and they normally have it outside on their terrace. Of course, COVID-19 has changed a lot of plans. Consequently, it's happening this Sunday, 1 to 2 virtually, 1 to 2 Pacific time, on Instagram, The Real Debbie Allen /. My understanding on this is that when you work with Debbie's different videos, of which she has quite a number, she would like you to text, or rather would like you to tag Dance with Debbie. So consider doing that. And by the way, if you look at her Instagram right now, you're going to see a great workout where she's dancing to Fame, and you can dance right along with her and tag Dance with Debbie. A very fun resource for COVID-19 quarantine to get everybody moving and keep us from being too awfully sedentary. Now, all right, from dance to simply school. Something that may not be over much fun to think about in your household these days, because it's a little difficult to keep the interest of young students when it's mom or dad trying to teach them and trying to work at the same time. What can you do? There might just be a way to add some music education to what you're doing with the students, because Los Angeles Chamber Orchestra is starting a new program, starting out actually on Monday, which is the 27th of April. The LA Chamber Orchestra has a program called Meet the Music. This is an on-demand program. Monday starts Meet the Music at home, where they have a free educational concert for grades 4 through 6. And this one was created as a part of the program that they recorded for school children, grade school children, back in November in Santa Monica. They're going to have their 7-member team talking about and performing all kinds of chamber music, traditional and some of the modern stuff, contemporary, that speaks specifically to children, gives them a lifelong love for music. Who knows, someone in your household may be one of the next performers that's going to be up there. Here is how to get the information: laco.org/on-demand. Once again, laco.org/on-demand. They will have some additional programs coming up in the future for Meet the Music at home. All right, that pretty much wraps up this edition of Room for STEAM. I've been doing a lot of the talking here, dealing with technology that unfortunately has been a little recalcitrant, but if you would like to ask me anything about creativity at the intersection of art and science, or resources, I have a website for you. And this is it. roomforsteam@gmail.com is where you can contact me. Ask any question you like about, I'm looking for something about homeschooling, I'm looking for something about personal growth. And while I admit I may not know the answer, I will certainly try to find it for you, with the fact in mind that this is all for informational purposes only. I am not a medical professional, education professional, although I think education professionals deserve wings and a halo. You are amazing. Every one of us had an incredible teacher who inspired us, and I was lucky to have several. And of course, I'm not a legal professional. So everything here is for informational purposes only, but with that in mind, I hope it's helpful. That's where to contact me. Meanwhile, here it comes. The shameless plug. I do a podcast called Over Coffee. This is about creativity at the intersection of art and science. And if you have the time, I'd like to have you give that a listen. Subscribe if you'd like to. People get a little scared by the word subscribe because they think, ooh, I don't have money right now. Subscribing is actually free. That word's a little misleading. And our Over Coffee podcast covers Creativity at the Intersection of Art and Science. I've been doing some series of interviews lately about what we're doing innovation-wise to get through the COVID-19 pandemic. We've had some guests on who've talked about robotics, virtual reality, AI, and what makers are doing to help communities through. And they share a lot of resources and some great stories. If I do say so myself, I get some of the best guests in the world. That has nothing to do with me and everything to do with the guests. Consequently, there's the link one more time for Over Coffee. And our link is 2mavericks.com, or you can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or on Stitcher. Thank you for listening today to Room for Steam. It's been a privilege to get to talk to you. I hope some of these resources are helpful. And just as a reminder, of course, we're in some scarily unprecedented times. Hope that you are staying well, being safe and careful, doing social distancing, because that is going to flatten this curve. And we are going to get through this. Take care. Have a great week. I'll talk to you next week.